Let's talk about the trade deadline. A lot of deals were made yesterday, so let's open up today's episode with this question. What was your favorite trade of the deadline? The first trade to go down included 4 teams, all involving some fairly minor pieces. The important parts to know are that the Bucks get a more reliable backup big man in Serge Ibaka, and former lottery pick Marvin Bagley III will get a change of scenery in Detroit. After that, the trade everyone was waiting for finally came to pass. James Harden was dealt to the 76ers in exchange for Ben Simmons, who has been holding out on his team and hasn't played a single game so far this season. Joel Embiid will now have an all-star teammate to go to work with and back up his MVP caliber season. Philly now has the best duo in the league, and while there might be some growing pains in their first few games together, they now have a lethal combination that will be tough for the league to handle. The Nets also landed Seth Curry and Andre Drummond in the deal. The other Curry is one of the league's best shooters, like his brother, and Drummond will give Brooklyn an improved rebounding presence. Even though they shipped off a recent MVP and All-NBA talent, the Nets got a pretty good return and will be a legitimate threat in the playoffs if Kevin Durant is able to return at full strength. There were a bunch of small trades that occurred after this blockbuster, but none of them nearly as newsworthy as the Simmons-Harden deal. Some of them, however, are still worth mentioning, such as the NBA's best team, Phoenix Suns, getting back Torrey Craig and trading for Aaron Holiday, become even more solid before the playoffs. Charlotte was also able to land Montrezl Harrell from the Wizards for relatively little, and I love his fit with first-time All-Star LaMelo Ball. The Hornets are in a play-in spot but have a .500 record. They won't have any championship aspirations, but they can be a nuisance and compete for 48 minutes against the NBA's best, giving LaMelo and Charlotte's other young star, Miles Bridges, some valuable playoff experience. Last thing to note is that the Lakers didn't make a single trade leading up to the deadline. I'm not sure what they're going to be able to accomplish with their current roster, so unless some serious gameplay changes happen, they might be threatened with a first-round exit.